to have this guy in his backfield. His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion on the out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch, that time the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. He lets one fly deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Power football with the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Arkansas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give to the back. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the move, it's Hankerson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes to the left. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Delivers the touchdown, Buckeyes! He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Rayola. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quick completion to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They'll run the toss. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
And the returner will be brought down. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got it on the outside. It's Burks. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down in bounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a first down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Hankerson. He's loose. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hankerson. Plows through the defense. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Pulls it in. It's Hankerson. It's a seam wide open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And the Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Hankerson. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the sticky fingers makes that two-point conversion decision a good one. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Firing to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Just about set to get this second half underway. Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.